I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I got nothing. Hello and welcome to a game review edition of BirdNoise, an Eagles fan podcast. I am your host, Dominic Estes, and no, I do not want to be here. But show must go on. What can I say about this game? Oh my gosh. Again, a winnable game, and the Eagles blew it. They led 21-6 at halftime. 21-6. Oh ho ho ho. So I was unable to watch the game. I had other obligations and I was driving at the time of the game, so I didn't get to follow a ton of it. I did follow what I could on the radio when I could, but yeah, what the heck was that? The offense actually looked fairly decent in the first half. We marched down the field a few times and put touchdowns on the board. We've been missing that for most of the year. The defense held them to 2 field goals in the first half. And then decided to get back on the bus for the second half. This loss hurt. This has got to be one of the most frustrating and heartbreaking losses of the year and of recent memory. The defense could not get a stop in the second half. We let Kyler Murray march right down the field. Also, real quick, what the heck was that offensive play calling on the last drive? Well, not quite the last drive, the second to last drive. We get the ball at the 40. We go 10 yards. Then we have holding. Then we have run Jalen Hurts twice, get 3 yards, throw the ball, and send out the field goal unit. I'm more frustrated than anything else because this was such an easily winnable game. If we win this game, we have a really good shot at the 2 seed. We still have a shot at the 1 seed. I don't really know what to say. Devontae Smith was injured on that last series, or second to last series. The full extent has not been disclosed. The offense moved down the field. Julio Jones got 2 touchdowns, but fire both coordinators. I'm sorry. I tried to make it through the season and make it through the last little bit of the season when I started these videos and not call for somebody to get fired, but something needs to change for the Eagles. If they don't fire anybody, change the defensive scheme, something. It's still the same defensive scheme, but Matt Patricia is calling it instead of Sean Desai. There's no difference in that then. Our defense has been bad all year. They showed it again this game. And yeah, it's bad. The offense isn't good. They looked decent, but still not good. The defense is just plain awful. I don't know why the Eagles take their foot off the gas. If we score a touchdown, and we should have, that second to last drive, we had 40 yards. This offense has been moving up and down the field all day. We needed 40 yards and we got 0, maybe 3. And it's just frustrating. I don't know what needs to change, but something is gonna have to change this offseason. The Cowboys, if they win next week, they win the division, which, whatever. We choked it away. We choked this game away. You don't have a 15-point lead and then lose the game and say you didn't choke it away. Especially against the Cardinals. They had 3 wins. It's time that, and I think all Eagles fans are starting to realize this, the Eagles aren't making the Super Bowl this year. As much as I wanted to see them run it back and get to the Super Bowl and get Jason Kelce another ring before he retires, because I don't know if he's coming back next year, I don't think the Eagles are getting to the Super Bowl. I don't even know if they're going to make it out of Wild Card Weekend. It's going to be a rough little patch. And this was supposed to be our easy part of the schedule. What have we done with our easy part of the schedule? We lost to the Seahawks, which, okay, the Seahawks aren't the easiest team to beat. Then we almost lost to the Giants. Now we have lost to the Cardinals. It's such a frustrating loss because the Eagles had this game in hand and decided to not do anything. The Cardinals dominated time of possession. The Cardinals had 400 yards of offense. And we gave them this game. We gave them this game. As a team, the Eagles had 91 yards of rushing. I'm sorry, but that's not a run game. DeAndre Swift had 13 carries. I don't know when the Eagles are going to get back to running the ball, but we need to get back to running the ball soon. James Conner had 26 carries for 128 yards. He averaged 5 yards a carry. As a whole, the Cardinals had 40 carries for 221 yards of rushing. That's half their offense, their offensive yards. Half. Michael Carter, 7 carries for the Cardinals, 61 yards. 8.7 yards on average a carry. That's basically a first down every time that man touched the ball. Jalen Hurts was 18 of 23 for 167 yards. This was a disappointing game for the Eagles. This should have been a win, but we just gave it to him. And the Eagles are very likely not hosting a home playoff game due to this loss. Nick Sirianni in his post-game press conference said things have to get fixed fast. Yeah, no kidding. Because Eagles fans have been watching this team do this all season long. And have been calling for things to get fixed since mid-season. The first showings of this was when the Eagles lost to the Jets. And it hasn't gotten better since. I'm sorry, it hasn't. I know there's no push a button and everything magically fixes itself, But we need to find the button and at least start fixing things. The Eagles fans don't want to hear that the team isn't accountable enough. They don't want to hear that people need to step up. They want to see improvement, and they want to see wins and dominating games. And they want to see changes made to this team. Because right now, the Eagles should not be in the playoffs. We're not good enough. And it hurts to say that. But maybe it needs to be said. So, wishing you all a happy new year. And hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys next year. This has been BirdNoise. I'm Dominic Estes. Feel free to like and subscribe. And as always, fly Eagles fly.